How excited are you for the upcoming game?
I think we're just excited to make sure we keep getting better right now. And Dahlberg's a great venue. It's a great atmosphere. We're coming off of really good atmosphere from a road trip standpoint, and love that our conference has some places that are drawing really well.
How do you kind of keep your team focused and not get complacent after the 82-44 win here in the first installment? How do you just kind of keep them focused and not let them get too comfortable going into second?
I think it's pretty easy after our last road trip. Unlike you go play on the road, everybody's better on their home floors, and it's 0-0 when you tip the ball. Montana's playing really good basketball right now, so we know we're going to have to put a complete game together.
What did you like most about their performance in the first?
Well, just first time we just set the tone from the start and we carried it through a full game and really played off our crowd. And this is going to be very different because the crowd's going to be the other way. So it's a matter of sticking together and being really loud, making sure our huddles are very elite, and we're just focusing on next play.
Just how important is it to get off to a quick start to maybe silence that crowd early on?
Yeah, I think whether the very beginning or the midway, I think we just need a complete game. To be quite honest, we need 4 quarters. Come off of a week that we weren't complete for 40 minutes, and that's kind of how we're focusing on how we get better. And we put a full 40 because we got to get our best basketball right now heading into Boise.
The last one being as close as it was in Missoula, and then obviously the title game being that close. Do you think that helps you guys going into this one?
Well, I think last week helps us. We've had a lot of tight games. We've had a lot of games that have been a grind. And, I think every single circumstance you can take and make it a positive situation to learn from. So for us, this is a matter of making sure we're locked in, we're ready to go. We know our game plan, we execute, we keep it as simple as possible so we can focus on each other.
How do games like last week and this one coming up on Saturday prepare you for Boise and the aspect?
Yeah, I think the more you get closer to Boise, everything elevates from a pressure standpoint. So how you embrace the pressure, you handle the butterflies, you take those as positives, you create it as energy, and you invest it into your teammates.
Um, Dylan being out, just can you say anything about just how tough that is for you guys and how you guys?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm just going to say this kid is an unbelievable kid. Every day is an amazing day for this kid. She does not have a bad day, and she has not had an easy journey. She's one of the most mentally tough kids I've ever been able to have around. I told her it's my fault because I was telling her I wanted her to keep her here forever, and I get to have her for a couple more years. I think she's going to make the most of it with her master's program and balancing that out from a study standpoint, but an opportunity to play 2 years with her sister, and the benefit for us is we get to keep her longer. But we're definitely bummed for her because she's done everything in her power to work herself back. But at the same time, we don't want to waste a season where we're not getting the full benefit of it.
Speaking of her sister, just how have you felt like she's progressed through her first season here?
Yeah, I think Jameson has been a surprise a lot to our community, and like that, how tough this kid is. And for those of us who have been watching her for a long time, I think she's just starting to come into her own. So she's kind of made for these moments. She's playing great basketball for us. She is not playing like a freshman, and we trust her in every situation.
You and her kind of mentioned the surprise that Idaho had with the way they defended her. What did you guys kind of think of that, and what kind of learning lessons, I guess, did that give you?
Well, the first one is great respect for her, right? And I expect something, to be different for Montana as well. And like Jameson has been very, very aggressive. She's been doing a great job of facilitating, and they made a decision to kind of remove the paint off the board. So we had to find other ways to get creative, and I felt like we did enough to finish that game. There was a couple things we could have done a little bit better defensively, and me as the head coach, I need to make sure I do a better job of the adjustments in games so I can have her on the floor because she needs to be in those situations for us to be successful.
With young teams, so much of what they encounter is a new experience. So, how have you found this group in terms of adapting and handling
Yeah, I think they've had some ebbs and flows of chemistry and big moments and some moments that, we're not as excited about. You want to actually have a little bit of amnesia for the negative stuff, and as much you can focus on the things that you're doing right. We just want to build off those and make more complete of the things that we're doing right. We're really just trying to invest our time in getting our habits closer to that 9 out of 10.